Welcome back everyone to another episode of Satisfactory 1.0. I am Andrea Dev, and if you're new here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It does help a lot. So without further ado, let's jump in and get things rolling. In the previous episode, we left our automated wire factory, let's say ready to go. At the moment, we are producing enough automated wire to start our last piece of phase 3, and we do want to get things done as quickly as we can because we need to get into Fixmas. So, ouch. So, I brought down from the factory everything, let's say the entirety of the output of the factory that we can see from here. To be fair, I didn't just see it from here. Look how beautiful is this factory. Beautiful. I like the shape. I start to enjoy very much having this mixed window and mixed wall factory. It's kind of like my thing now. So, yes, as I was saying, Automate Wire is now here and we have plenty of it. We do have access to computer and circuit board coming from here. I'm gonna just have to somewhat get the output out of here and make sure that everything is on point. But the first thing that I'm gonna do is that I might have to move that little contraption and nearly back down the line, because I'm gonna have to place down a smart splitter so that we just take out the overflow. We don't want the entirety of the product. So let's just start with this and place some elevators. Let's remove this and place in a smart splitter. Is it aligning? I cannot see on that side. Yep, we now have the line. There we go. Now we need to configure it. So if we look at here, the smart splitter is gonna have one entrance, which is gonna be this one, and then 3 output. The output on the left is any at this point. The output in the front, it's exactly what we want. It's the overflow and nothing on the right side just for now. We're gonna have to do the same exact thing for the circuit. Now, I doubt I'm gonna be able to place one in here. So, as I was saying, I might have to just move this contraption down. Let's dismantle everything else. So, I place a conveyor splitter in here. Now I'm gonna have to slowly dismantle everything that we don't need. There we go. Goodbye all of these pieces. Could probably do it the smart way. So if you're wondering, what I'm doing right now is just, I learned this trick where basically I just drop in a conveyor so I don't have to remove the entirety of the line. And yeah, that's kind of helping me. Okay, so let's place a splitter this way so that actually a merger this way so we can merge everything back in, and the output goes there. Scrap that, and we do need an actual splitter because what's happening in here is that we have a splitter that's gonna receive back everything from 2 sides. And now we place in here a smart splitter. So what does this smart splitter is gonna do is gonna receive the entirety of the output that was supposed to be stored. Now we reconnect the output. So what's happening in here, where basically we are redividing the output in 3, 33% each. And part of that output is gonna go into our production line and the rest is gonna go into our storage. Because we are overproducing at the moment, so all of these, it's gonna be dedicated to go into our upper factory to produce our incredible adaptive control unit. So what's going on in here is that the entirety of the output gets pushed into the smart splitter, everything goes into the storage, and only the overflow is gonna be out. This is going to ensure that our storage and dimensional depot are always going to be filled with circuit board, and at some point it's going to arrive to production like it is right now because our storage is absolutely packed, but it's going to arrive to production cap and is going to push everything upward, which means that we're going to receive 25 circuit board per minute. I think it's 30, so it's 5 more than whatever we need. But yeah, we are happy with that. The vital things now is getting both of these to an elevators, and the elevators connect upward. How are we gonna do this? Well, am I able to fly away upstairs? Usually, I don't show this part because, to be fair, it's not very fun to watch. It's just like me trying to nail down the elevator and whatnot. But I'm trying different style of editing, so maybe I leave everything in, or maybe people are more interested in just watching the final result and kind of like run through the numbers. Everybody has his own kind of style. That crate need to go. There's a tons of grass and wood into it, and we don't really need it at the moment. But yeah, let me know in the comment what's your favorite type of editing, if I should change something, if whatever I'm doing is fine. And yeah, every feedback is always welcome. Alright, so as I was saying, now we have both of the output, and I think that I'm gonna just have a little bit of foundation in here, or at least in front of the splitters. I am in the way. If I get out of the way, that would be good. So how will I approach this issue? So I think that it will be good for me to just have it close enough in here. Will I reach the top? I doubt. No, I'm not going to the top. Well, I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned. Actually no. Actually, I have an idea. I could try and place myself in here, like so. Select a conveyor hole, and I'll say that this one in here, it's good enough, which means that if I go one away, I should be able to have an elevator that goes to the top just in front of my... This is an output. Does it? Oh, perfect. That was a smart move. And let's do the same for this one. I might eventually change this with a half foundation, so it's more streamlined. So this one, it's the corner. This one as well worked perfectly fine. Amazing. So let's see what we can clean up. Do I really need this at this point? I don't. I might leave some column around here so that we can kind of like create some wall, because at the moment we have like pillar in the factory, so technically this side is completely open. But yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, they are one up because this is a 2-meter foundation, isn't it? Well, darn it, I didn't see that coming. Can I leave it like this? I absolutely can. Okay, give me 1 second, let me fix this. Oh yeah, much better. So we now have half foundation. It looks like a little bit more clean, I wanted to say. I think I'm gonna put half foundation down as well, and I'm gonna wall it up at some point. But if I place the elevator in here, so one in here and one in here, we finally have 3 of our 4 ingredients for the adaptive control unit. What are we missing? We are missing the heavy modular frame. That's correct. And how many we miss? 5 per minute. Now, we do have a factory of heavy modular frame down there, but there is some stuff that we need to do before. We need to create a train station in here, and then connect the train station and that train line back on this side. So I will start by creating the train and the truck that comes in here. So I'll select 5. I think that I'll select the last 5 of these foundation on the floor and place the station in here, because I do need some space. I mean, like, I need 10, but I need 10 for the factory as well. And this factory is going to be probably one of the small, because we are producing everything outside of the factory, and we really just need the space for 5 manufacturers, nothing more complicated. So I'll start with the train station. I'll place down everything and I'll show you how it looks like. I was trying to find a name for the train station, but why is it so hard to find a decent name? I'm gonna call it drop-off stations. Yeah, it's fine. Let me guide you through what I did. So now in a drop-off station, we have one only module. So the first one is the one that goes and unload everything that's gonna later be sent to our little factory setup, because we have automate wiring, computer and circuit board, and from here we're gonna have the heavy modular frame. Let me show you a little bit what I did. I managed to have everything sorted in a way that all the train are always gonna be clockwise getting into the station. I kind of like place this as a rule of thumb now for everything, and this train is gonna get in here and arriving to the train station from the left. I have to do a little bit of a weird turn in here, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Now if we get into this train and we adjust the schedule, we are gonna make sure that it does what is happening in here? Yeah, we need to add drop off. There we go. So it's gonna do Edsberg, then subscribe, which I'm gonna change the name because I use it for the thumbnail and was like, yeah, this is good. All right, there is multiple condition that we can set up. I didn't even know this. That's great. This is beautiful. Gonna have to get a little bit into train a little bit better, because like this sounds like oh, actually, you know what? 100% sounds like I'm gonna need to get into this a little bit better, because what if create a jam? Basically, like one train don't unload everything and later on make sure that everything is... it's interesting. And on top of that, I call this station drop off, which basically they both are trying to drop off. It's fine. I'll sort this out in a second. Let's turn on the self-driving and say that... I don't know if this is gonna change. I absolutely need to come back in here and clear out some of this because it feels like this is not been done as it's supposed to. And maybe like in here, I actually need to place... Oh, this factory looks beautiful from here. Look at this, even the back side of it. I'm enjoying it so much. So yeah. And let's see if we can fix these last parts in here. Let's get this out for a second. And I have an empty truck station in here, which I don't remember why I put it in. I think that I don't think I was planning already, but I did add an empty fray at the bottom, which is good. Is very, very good. Let me stop this train. Stop, buddy. Just take a chill pill for a second. There we go. So why would I remove these little bits in here? Well, I'm happy you ask. Because from this factory down there, we can retrieve the heavy modular frame and we gonna be able to push them back into the train. But as I was mentioning 2 seconds ago, these trains are... well, I don't want to create any kind of like clusters so that one wagon is like full of material, like this one for example. And at the same time, I do want the train to never stop. So first thing first, let's try and get this fray, like a third fray. There we go. Did it connect? Yes, it did. So why am I adding a third one? So that we can basically, instead of like these two that they unloading, we're gonna delete these bits in here and we're gonna make sure that if I can aim properly, maybe I'm in the way, doesn't like that. There we go. I make sure to have one which is like set to load. And what I'm gonna do in here, I'm gonna do the same exact setup, but I make sure that this is like inputting in. There we go. Now it's aligned. Everything is aligned. We like things that are aligned. Yes, what are we gonna do? We are gonna pass a line on top of it, or we're just gonna pass a second one? That's a good question. Ouch. Let's see how much space do we have in here. So the output is down here. So should I just have one extra line that goes up and input directly in there? Because you have this bridge in here, it feels like wasted at this point. Hey you, what are you doing in here? Are you stuck? Was like he's roaming around factories and chilling and enjoying his life. Alright, so I think that I'm gonna do a second bridge. Where though? I think that in here would be the best. Alright, so I did remove a piece from the floor and pass through some frame wall. And my idea is that we arriving in here, from this side on, we're gonna have a splitter just in front of the storage. Actually, no, in front of the dimensional depot, because the splitter is gonna works in this way. It's gonna be dividing part of it into the dimensional depot, and then it's gonna push out to the elevators. Now, where I'm gonna place that elevator, I was marking before the position in this fashion. So basically like so. That's the idea. And I think I'm fairly confident that... Oh, where am I going? If I push it all upward and then create a L shape, that should do it. Now, I will use a frame, I think. And the reason why I think I will use a frame, it's because I can pass... The frame may have a hole in it, and I can pass the conveyor belt in between it. So I'm gonna go and build it, and I'll show you the end result, because it's just gonna be me struggling for like 10 minutes, so not super fun to watch, but definitely essential at this point. Oh, let's see if I can get out of here. Well, thank you. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, I will place a frame. I think I will let him start from there. I don't want to pass it too close to it, because this is still a road that I'm gonna have to connect, and I might have to move this just in the middle of it so that we have 3 foundation road. For now, I think that I'm just gonna see what it's look like. Yeah, I'll push it down, and I'll show you the final result. Alright, so I did place this little bit of frame in here. I think I'm gonna change the same in on this lane as well, because to be fair, it looks like something that you can't walk on it, but you can definitely transport things inside. Now, for the elevator, it should be something like so. Let's see if I can... There we go. And there we have it. We now have our lift to the train station. Oh, well, I got part of it, to be fair, not a whole of it. But yeah, let's try and connect now this conveyor belt to the actual elevators, and yeah, I'll take it from there. And there we go. With these last bits, we did connect the heavy modular frame. I even managed to change that into an actual frame for transportation, if you want to say so. And the only thing left is try to understand how am I going to connect this, because well, I have just one space for the frame, and then the other one is gonna be... It's gonna be kind of tricky. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I select this encased and I'm trying to bring it this way, I'm not gonna have space for the other one to pass through. If I do this in here, then it's gonna be complicated to say the least. Let me see, the second storage is in here, so I'm just gonna push it like so. If I now select this storage and this storage start to push encased beam like so, as you can see, this has no space to turn unless I made the same sharp turn as the other one, and I think is the only solution. Very annoying, but it is what it is, I guess. Can I rotate it? I can't rotate. But what I can do is that I can place it in here and try and connect it. It's too far away. Let's see how far can we connect it. And if I try and connect these two, the angle is sharp. Don't like it. What about the other way around? There we go. Perfect. So yeah, we have these little congestions, I quote, sorted. But yeah, I'm very happy about it. Now, did we set this to be loading? Yes, indeed we have. Let's make sure that we change this as a main drop off. Perfect. So the timetable, it starts from the main drop off, and then it reached the, I think I'm gonna call it end drop off. So let's take a dive. Should I push the... Let me see if I can push this train backwards so that it kind of like load on its own, because I think, yeah, definitely can go backward. I might have to color coded this unload. Let's turn on self-driving and let's see what it does. So it arrives in here and, well, nothing, I guess. Alright, wait a second. Once you're gonna arrive to the other side of the train station, I'll start to see if everything works again. I'm actually might do a couple of rounds on this train before actually saying that everything do work correctly. Okay, before I forgot, let's just call this end drop-off. So we have an end drop-off, and then we have like the main drop-off, and then we have basically this is gonna be called loading or something like that. But yeah, I did a boo-boo. Basically, I had one station in here that was dropping things out. Right now, what I'm doing, I have 3 freight, and the 2 middle one are empty. And everything that's gonna come is gonna come toward this freight platform, which is supposed to unload. We're gonna have probably a buffer in here somewhere, and then the buffer is gonna just feed out in this area. And from here we're gonna go forward and build our beautiful factory. One thing is, I might not build straight away in here, because if I want some wool, I'm not gonna be using this part, at least not around this area. I might just very quickly let it go, let it run for a second, and yeah, hopefully everything goes as expected. Let's just turn this on. Is now reaching the load station. Hopefully it's gonna be... Actually, I might just rename it very quick. Alright, off we go for a new bits of train track. Actually, while we are doing the journey, I was kind of like thinking between me and myself, I need to create some blueprint to actually have this train station sorted out a little bit better, and I would love to have them designed in a more fashionable way, just not like straight line and whatnot. On top of that, everything in here is a little bit junky, not aligned. Everything is like, this was like my first ever train line, so you can see here everything is like a little bit wonky. So I might just go a little bit off camera and cleanse everything. I realized that they do have some measurement, and one of these measurement is like 5 units. So I might have to play a little bit around with that. Now, let's see if we are unloading what we are supposed to unload and load the last one. Yep, it sounds like he's doing his job. I might color code them one at a time, but we will see. I'm quite happy that these intersections are actually working as expected. That was quite a challenge, quite a steep curve to understanding how train work. But overall, these are such a good way to transport goods. I understand why everybody just dig into it. And they can bring electricity everywhere, which is great. Yep, I'll leave it be. It sounds like everything is working as expected. Beautiful and wonderful. I might have to empty these. I cannot interact it while it's doing its animation. Like, honestly, beautiful. Even the little animation that it does to show it. I say this multiple times, but this game is a masterpiece, and they did an astonishing job. And the optimization for having all of this all in one screen, should we talk about it? Yeah. Alright, so we got a tons of heavy modular frame. What's left over? Well, we need to start to actually have our factory down. Into our blueprint, we should have one manufacturer with this beautiful contraption. I think that I could scooch them a little bit in this way. And I need 5 of these. Probably half foundation in should be just fine. And oh boy, this is gonna require a lot of material. But are we gonna be able to fit 5 in it? I sure hope so. There we go, just like it enters, but at what cost? It does fit. And yeah, this rock in here, not very happy with the position, because even if I kind of like clean up this area, I'm still gonna end up into it, unless I kind of like carve out just the piece that's part of it and make sure that everything it's walkable with a steep roof. Yeah, I'll show you later what I'm talking about, because this factory is gonna be enclosed, and we are gonna have just one tiny spot in here for storage, and we are gonna add a dimensional storage as well, because well, I think it's needed. We're gonna need a lot of this. Good to have a train station in here as well, because this could mean that some of these trains are gonna be able to come in and come out of the station if we need to recover some of these material. Now, I'm gonna go and merge everything together, so just doing the very tedious work of connecting all the conveyor belt and whatnot, and it's just not fun to watch, and I'll be right back in a second. Alright, so I did this little contraption. I modified the entrance of all our elevator because we have some level in here, as you can see. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should put a buffer in front of these, but to be fair, I doubt we ever gonna need any type of buffer, because the consumption at this point is just so low compared to the actual requirement that is not needed. So the only thing that's left here, it's connecting the electricity toward the old machine, so from the front, and it should be pretty straightforward, to be fair, because like all of these are very easily accessible. Whoop, ouch, I slapped my face into the electric pole, but yeah, it's fine, I'm fine. So electricity is now connected. We are in need though of a little pole. And is it gonna be a pole? It is not. Let me first just add a little wall in here for now, so I can center the electricity from here to here. That's the corner. Yeah, it's fine. And then we connect these and boom. Now all of our machinery have input setted, and they just require to select the adaptive control unit. I need to copy the setting and paste on all the machinery, and yeah, we should have pretty much everything rolling. Let's see. Yeah, we have at the moment we probably have a lot of in storage that we are pushing in. Our consumption, it's gonna increase by a lot. I already know it, so we might have to adjust our power production very soon. But this little tiny itty bitty factory in here is now producing 5 unit adaptive unit control per minute, which means that in 20 minutes we should have our phase 3 ready to go. So what are we gonna do in this time? Well, you guessed it, we're gonna encase our factory into a beautiful shell. And how are we gonna do it? I usually have to kind of like step back and watch it from far away, and it goes like, how am I gonna do it? How am I gonna enclose this factory? Now, we do have some part down there that need to be open, and some area down here I would love to have like with the glass shell that kind of like oversee the little water pond down there. Let's try and I will go and try and make some type of I really don't want a square enclosure, but this is highly gonna be a rectangular with an inclined roof because of this rock. So I might just get the back done first and move forward from there. I am happy to go through the process with you guys, and you know, if you guys want to see my thought process, or actually more than see, hear my thought process on why I'm doing things, I would be very happy and glad to kind of like share with everyone. One thing at the moment that's not happening is that we are not placing everything into merger, which needs to happen. So let's see if I can place few merger in here. How far is it? It's close, but I don't like it that close. Yeah, 1 meter. Is it touching? It is touching. No, it's fine. It's slightly touching it, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. So sometimes you have to do compromise, especially when the space is somewhat limited. I recently learned this trick where if two doors are facing each other and you double click, they just connect automatically. And I've been using it non-stop. It sounds like there is a tons of quality of life in this game. Sometimes they don't even share them. Or I'm gonna have like a hard time. Is this? It feels like it's misaligned. It is, isn't it? And well, that should do it, I guess. There we go. And connect to the last one. But instead of going forward, it's gonna go on the left side. So that we can connect our storage. And eventually, do I have space? Yeah, I have plenty of space. So, as I was saying, connect our storage in here so gracefully. There we go. Do I have what it requires to create a dimensional depot? I think I probably have just enough. Yes, I have just enough. Perfect. So, should I just place it in front? At this point, I think it's yes. It's a straight yes. There we go. So we can finally focus on building our factory. Now, we don't really have any view in here, so kind of like I'm just gonna wall it down. And I think that three unit high could be enough. And then from there, I'm gonna have to wall down that side as well. There we go. So what's gonna happen in here, I'm gonna have all of this part kind of hidden and enclosed because I don't really need it. I don't really need it to be exposed. And it's gonna be a flat roof. And then from here, it's gonna just go slightly high. I think I'm gonna use a 2 roof just to not chop off this little tip. Let's see. Yep, that's 1 is too short. Say 2. Yep, 2. Guess it's gonna be a 4. Like so. Yeah, perfect. Amazing. It fits exactly as I was expecting. I'm very pleased with that. Now let's just get some roof drain throw down. Kind of like have some sort of blueprint on what exactly I want. So this factory, it's gonna have a little bit of... Yep, this one is somewhat extra. Goodbye. Oh. We do not want any floating crate. No. Yeah, I need to get rid of those pipes. Should I just drop them into the... Because I have an awesome sink somewhere in here, don't I? Don't think it's there. I should have an awesome sink somewhere around here. I just don't remember where it is. And I have a tons of stuff on me, which seriously, I should stop with this nonsensical. Let's see if we can do... should I go one higher? Or usually I don't show it because it's mostly just me looking around. It goes like, I like it better this way or I like it better the other way. But I think that for today, this is gonna be enough. Now, I could potentially have glass in here and this other part completely glassed down. Like for example, having a glass frame foundation to kind of like... but it's not gonna fit with this roof, isn't it? It's not gonna fit properly. I mean, like this roof has this edge in here. I don't mind that edge. Let's see how it looks like. No, the 2, probably 3. I'm gonna go start by 2. Yep, 2 it should be fine. And now, if I extend this roof forward, I can possibly place... let's see. If I place down this wall, which should be glass wall, which I've been using a lot, it should give me a 2 row of wall, and then I'll be able to kind of like bend them. I was supposed to have floor of 2. There it goes. Now, how I can rotate this? Well, I should be able... I just discovered how to change that little... I always wonder how to change it. Well... Alt and middle wheel, and you finally have plenty of other toolbar accessible shortcut. Great. Okay, so as I was saying, I cannot incline this wall just yet, but I know for a fact that I can do it with the normal wall, or at least I should be able to do it. So if I place it in here, and so I've been playing around a little bit for quite a while now, and I've been able to do that roof without no issue, and today it doesn't seem like I am able to change these wall inclination. I think there was something which it was working in the previous patch, and today I updated, so I was like, oh, today is gonna be the same exact thing. Well, I was wrong. It's not gonna be the same exact thing. So now I need to find a way. I could place simple 8 wall like so we have like a rooftop that it shows inside, and then the rest of the facade in here is all gonna be glass, kind of like glass everywhere in here. But again, it feels like I should be able to do that, and something has changed. So I'll just play around a little bit more. Let's see if I'm able to actually do it. If I'm not, I'm gonna go with this design. And there is a high chance that I'm just gonna get rid of this. So we have kind of like separation between what's considered the station and what's the factory. So that we can kind of like have an entrance and whatnot. I might just leave this too, so that I can kind of like go into the front. For the rest, I don't really need anything else. Alright, well, oh yeah, there is another factory down there. I completely forgot about that. And one of those foundation was holding the entirety of it. So just gonna keep it like that, maybe. I could potentially do some sort of like see-through area, because like too much concrete, it kind of like boring to have a look at. But this one feels like it's in the right space to look down. I might do the whole floor transparent. I don't know. I'll see. I'll play a little bit around and I'll show you the final result. Alrighty, we have our little factory. I decided to go with this little design. I like it, and finish even the other side. So now we have a decent roof on top, and yeah, it looked quite nice from far away. A little bit of it's not just a box, so I'm very happy with that. Now the only thing left is to basically teleport us down to the, well, not teleport us, but reach down there. I think I'm gonna wait the train to come back, and then I'm gonna go and arrive to the main base, to the main factory, the central factory, the core of our operation. But I'm overall very pleased, even with this little contraption in here. I was afraid that there would be something would be clipping through the factory. Happy that it doesn't. So I have on me all the adaptive controlling unit needed for completing phase 3. So I'll meet you guys on the other side at the main factory. Alright, before actually getting into the last... what am I doing? I didn't wanna unlock it into the hub. I have to send it to our space elevators. Boom, done. Now let's load it, seal it.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to tiers 7 and 8 in the hub.
Finally,
In
the
fact,
overpack.
perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it. So you should have
thank
no
you,
issues.
Ada. Very kind.
Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project part. Instead, I will be
Nuclear
providing some interesting
pasta.
facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Adazu, as always, is our best fun. Let's go, let's watch it. Beautiful. The animation is going. The entirety of this part has been absolutely amazing. Look at that. Off it goes. Absolutely amazing. Well, that's actually adding a lot of it. I wonder if we're gonna be able to actually reach the space hub. Who knows? Maybe at the end? Unbelievable. Amazing.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our
Okay.
expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency
These
and
ladies look
competence.
too much. Thank you, Ada. Thank you for everything. Told the information. Very good, very nice. But we got things to do. We got things to build. We got things to unlock. Well, let's see what we need. Well, alkaline aluminum sheet. I have everything, technically. Just not the alkaline aluminum sheet just yet. And it's gonna add 3 inventory slots. So I guess that the first step would be unlocking this milestone, or better, finishing this one, because we got a lot of stuff that we need to finish. But before that, I wanted to say goodbye. This is gonna wait for next episode. We need to find our numbers. So I realized during editing that the 4 was in here.
This data cartridge enables the second pair of Fixmas Mantry branches to be unlocked.
Amazing,
Fixit thought
thank
it was
you.
being very
Can I have
clever
it?
with the layout
Do you,
of
do you
his
need to
research
give me a
tree.
million explanation
About as
every
clever
time?
as
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Now, because now that I'm recording, is the 7, so I have the 7 in here. Amazing. We got some alien protein. Very good, very nice. Now, what's missing? The 6 and the 3, I guess. No, the 3 I did it, so just the 6 is missing. Yeah, easy enough. Oh, basic Fixmas skin.
Obviously, these Fixmas decorations do not increase efficiency. In fact, they are a downgrade on every level. They can be found in the customizer.
All right. Okay, well, I guess that with that, it concludes our episode today. I had so much fun. Like, we built everything. We finished phase 3 and we managed to get everything unlocked. Next is gonna be the hoverpack. I'm so excited. I'm very much looking forward for it. But that is gonna be a wrap for today's episode. So thanks for joining me on our journey of conquering the planet in Satisfactory. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did playing. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes and to drop a comment below letting me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching. Bye!